Okay, thanks for waiting, guys. We're about to start our Super Metroid run with Sweden doing 100% map completion. So let's just unmute everybody, and yeah, whenever you're ready to go, count us down and off you can go.
Alright, that sounds good. So we're all good then?
Yep, everything's ready, should be. Hang on, let me just check. Hang on, sound isn't coming through from your game on this thing.
Oh, okay.
Why is this doing this?
Such map.
Something is getting muted that shouldn't be muted. I don't know why. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, we're good.
We're good. Is everything sounding good then now?
Give me a sec. Okay. Say something. Just so you can check the sound levels.
Yeah. Checking sound levels. 1, 2, 3 testing. 5, 6, 7.
Almost. Okay.
I don't know how to count 4.
Right, we should be good now.
We're good?
Yep. Yeah,
right.
So whenever you're ready.
Cool. Yeah, I'll start. 1 second here. You ready?
Yeah, just count it down, 3, 2, 1, go or something.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. I'll do 3, 2, 1, go, and then ungo. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So this is 100% map completion that I'm running here on Super Metroid. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time it's been run in any sort of a marathon like this, so it's pretty exciting. And pretty much the goal of the category is to make all the tiles in the game pink, which doesn't, as you'll see sometime later, it doesn't necessarily mean visiting everything. There's actually a couple things that fill in, a couple squares that fill in by themselves, and it also means revisiting this room, which is the only category that you have to do that in. At the beginning, pretty basic, you just try to get yourself, hit by Ridley. If you've seen any Super Metroid run, it's the same as all those, but the difference comes in right away. So for whatever reason, if you look at the map, once I leave this room, that map tile is not pink, so I have to go back and visit it, and then it fills in afterwards. Like you'll see, now you can see that I've visited the room. So that also makes the series times slower than you'd see in other categories because of that extra time taken there. And the rest of series, pretty basic, just get out as fast as you can. Alright, not bad. So yeah, map completion is a cool category for me because when I first heard about it, I was thinking, that's just way too much work. It's going to be ridiculous to learn and route, and it had a bunch of, not really any strats were developed too well for it, but Chronic Sauce came up with a route that was significantly faster than the current world record, the world record at the time, and I became pretty interested in it after that and started studying the route and started practicing, developing a lot of strategies, and I'll kind of go through them as we get there. At the beginning of the run, it's mostly just the same, like any category, it's the same as any other type. I don't try to get any map tiles at the ship or anything like that until later, because it's much faster to get things later when you have more items. Oops. Alright, that's not how you want to do that room. I like to shoot the Konami code on the way down. Alright. And I'll try to read chat as much as I can, so if anybody has any questions or anything, I will be somewhat reading it, but let's see here. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions or anything, I'll try to pay attention, but the beginning, like I said, it's just the same as most other categories. Getting morph ball. What's this for? Let's see. If there's anything. Going down here. Oh, never mind. There's a, like, you do a down back. Here, I'll actually just talk about this next. Like, coming up, you do a trick called a mock ball out of this door. You don't need to do it, but it just keeps your speed, like it mocks your running speed in ball form. And in order to do that, you hit down, like you hit jump, and then let go jump, and then hold jump, and kind of do like diagonal forward at the same time as you're going. If anybody's curious. This next room coming up is pretty cool. If I can get this, there's like a damage boost strategy. Ah, cool, got it. Off those pirates that 2Cat came up with, and I really like that strategy. And pretty much here, it's just, you know, wall jumping up. That's a pretty good climb. Oh, sorry. 100% items in map completion? No, 100% items in map completion is not a category. The reason for that is it would just be 100% map route. Like, it'd be the same route as this current route, except you'd also just get all the items. So it'd be kind of not that interesting, really. It would just add a bunch of item fanfares and make the run a lot easier. But it wouldn't add any, like, strategy, really. Unfortunately, he gave me bad drops. Not enough to quite kill him. One missile too few. Too little. What items do you miss but still enter the room for? There's a lot of items, actually, that I'll be, you know, passing by that you won't see me get. There's a bunch coming up, actually, pretty soon. Let's mess that up a little bit. This next room's cool. It's called the Terminator. If you enter in with full run speed and you just hold shoot, then you kill all those dudes in the way without having to think about it. It's pretty fun. Or, I mean, pretty nice, I guess. Fun. And coming here, I like to do a damage boost off these pirates. Oops. And I like to not land on that ledge. Oh yeah, Bon Chorizo skip. A lot of people talk about that sometimes during runs, but yeah, that, like Kojak's saying, it's only PAL, for humans at least. Only a PAL trick. So coming up, actually, in these next rooms, there's going to be some items I skip that you'll see, but it's very similar to 100% item completion route-wise right now. So get the super missile, damage boost off this guy to the right, and then the room down here, all I do is enter it and get the tiles. There's no reason to get any of these items. Oops. Just leave. Okay, good. Get that knock ball. That knock ball is pretty hard, to be honest, to get back through there. Otherwise, you have to go all the way up and around, and it wastes a lot of time if you miss it. Not too much to say about these rooms, really. I just try to kill this guy to get a missile drop from him, or nothing. Sometimes he drops nothing because he's cool. And then coming down here, I get these missiles because in the early game, missiles are pretty important to have for this route. And you'll notice I'm missing map tiles in this room. Don't worry about that. I come back here later. Like, I'll try to mention certain times, like if people think I'm missing map tiles or something, but it's all intended. Like this room coming up here, you'll notice I don't get the map tiles in, but we also come back here later, so don't worry about that. Come back here twice later, actually. Alright, cool. That's a pretty sweet trick there, in my opinion. A nice little mothball. Yeah, I don't know if it's stuttering for anyone else. It seems like it's stuttering a little bit on the playback, but... In this room, another one, you just don't get Spazer. Just, oops. It's not worth getting. And, coming up here, entering Kraid's lair, I get this map tile by being in ball form down here on that ledge. If you stand, if you just stand on that ledge down there, then it doesn't get the map tile below, but if you're in morph ball form, you actually get it. For whatever reason, you're just slightly lower according to where the game thinks you are. Not fall into those dudes. Get the save stations. You'll see quite a few of these save stations where, you know, you just go in and go out. But what I really like about this category is there's a bunch of cool movement tricks that you do in it that you don't do in any other category, and just rooms that you obviously don't even see in most categories because there's no reason to visit them. And coming up here is Kraid, and I'm gonna try to do the quick kill on him, which is a trick where you basically freeze his mouth open and you kill him before he even has a chance to get up and become like big on the screen, which hopefully I'll get here. Alright, there we go, cool. So yeah, then, you know, he's dead and just get very real fast. And there's also some more map tiles that I'm getting on the way back that you might have noticed that I missed. Or not that I missed, but like just the route takes me this way. See if I can get a cool damage boost here. Nice. Yeah, so up here, just better to go here later because you need to use a super missile, and usually if Kraid wasn't such a person that I don't like, he would have given me more drops, but instead I'm gonna have to wait here for a second to get this super drop. I guess I didn't technically have to, but it's nice to have 5 supers here, otherwise it makes later rooms kind of hard. Or I might have to farm or something like that. Alright. Come in here and get this energy tank. Whoops. I get a decent amount of energy tanks. Wow. Normally I kill that guy with the missile, but since I didn't have any, I went to the bomb strat. I haven't really practiced the bomb strat too much, to be honest. But yeah, there's a lot of places where more energy is helpful, and it actually makes the run faster to get more energy tanks in certain places. That way you don't have to worry about farming or anything, and you can do more shine sparks. Oh yeah, the stream is definitely looking smooth now. That's good. Alright. Oop. You can actually fall through this room completely without touching any of the platforms, but I just made a small mistake. And coming up is my favorite item in the game. Is high jump boots. Oh, it's such a good item. Alright, and then Getting this missile pack. There's only one more missile pack that we get. But they are pretty much all very necessary, to be honest. Unless you wanted to farm. And I think, like, ideally about 35% items is what you end up with on a run, on a map completion run, at least the way that I've routed it. So here's kind of one of the first rooms where it's a little bit different. So I jump really high to get, whoops, to get that map tile. I did not mean to morph there. And then here, there's just interesting strategies that you can kind of get all the map tiles with. I didn't quite do that one as I intended. Whoops. Yeah, sorry. Not much in this room, just kind of, you know, morph under all the things. Alright, good, he gave me a super drop, that's always nice. Always like to get a drop from that guy. Get the save room while I'm here. Meant to damage boost off of him. Whoops. Something that's interesting about this speed booster room is you actually don't get all the map tiles just running through it, even though it's kind of just a straight line. You have to, like those tiles right here, you have to kind of go down here and get them. That's a very common one to forget about when, like, for first-time runners. Now we get speed boosters, so we can do a lot of cool things with this. Alright. So now, kind of, after I go get Wave Beam, that's when the run starts to deviate more significantly from other categories. As you'll see, the route is pretty cool. I'll try to explain some of the weird things about it as I get there, but oh man, my ammo is not great right now. Alright. Getting some missiles. And that tile down there that I just got below, I realized recently that I have to be careful of, because you can actually wall jump so high on that wall that you never get that map tile. But if you do get it on the way in, then you don't have to worry about on the way out, because you're guaranteed to get them all. Just a little quick drop. Okay, so now we go this way, down here. Oops. Which isn't something you usually see. In the new any percent route you do, but not without gravity suit. Ugh. I was trying to damage boost. You can actually damage boost pretty far across there, but that room wasn't so bad. You see I'm losing health here, but it's still faster to do this now compared to later with this route that I'm using. Because it's only these two rooms that are significantly slower than it would have been with gravity. Alright, and then we come from here. There's a cool damage boost in this room. I'll try to get it. Cool. I like that strategy myself. And then come here. It's kind of fortunate that there's bugs to farm in here, because, you know, you have to come in here anyway, and it's just kind of a quick farming session. Whoops. And up here, I come here just to get this one map tile. It seems like it might seem like it's slow, but that's actually the best time to get that map tile on this route here. Okay, my super count is extremely bad, but we'll have to deal with it. Normally I like to have at least 4 supers here, to be honest, but I should be okay with this. Like, I only need 1 to really open that, but that just means that this fight's a little bit slower. It's faster if you can use super missiles on Crocomire. But I have to just do charge shots, basically. And every time I shoot him fast like that, that's a good pattern. If he raises his hand, then that takes an extra second every time he does that. Wow, he gave me perfect pattern. That was ridiculous. Alright, come and get this E-Tank. Now, you'll notice I'm going to be waiting here actually a little bit longer than... I'm going to wait for the map to spawn, because if you go to the left too fast, then you'll never collect that map tile to the right there, and it'll just be black, so you have to wait for the map to spawn on that one in this category. Although it's usually beneficial to wait anyway, because Crocomire lags, and you don't want him on screen for too long. Alright, hopefully he drops at least one super. I'm gonna actually make sure I get all the drops here. Okay, good. I just being a little conservative there to make sure I got one. There's another place I could have farmed in this room too, if I needed to, but I need one super missile for a green gate. That's coming up in a bit. Alright, so get your power bombs. Get that tile taken care of. I'll finish this room later, on the way back. And then coming in here is pretty basic. You can actually get the tiles without going too... Whoops. Ups and drops. Alright. Oops. Okay, normally you don't want to like hit something. Alright, and then just go up on that ledge to make sure I get that tile up here. This room was interesting to route. For a while, it took me a while to figure out a good way to get all the tiles in here without it looking really sloppy. Oops. But normally you do it kind of like that, and then the room's done. So just one of the most fun things to me about this category was finding, you know, all the ways that you can get map tiles faster, because it's just really kind of an unexplored category, or at least it was up until somewhat recently. Alright, and this room is kind of interesting. You have to go low enough to, you know, get those bottom tiles. And unfortunately, those guys lag a lot, but if you start killing them, it lags even more. Whoops, okay, good thing I had 2 supers, jeez. My aim is amazing, as you can see. Okay, I really need more super missiles, so I'm gonna farm them at least one more time on the way back, maybe 2. Okay, well, that was actually really good. But, oh, there we go. Perfect, wow. Now my health is a little bit low, but that's okay. Alright. Not too much to say about these rooms, just gotta get the save station. The next room was kind of fun to route as well, the big room coming up here. Because you can kind of just do a couple of little jumps and get all the things, tiles. Oops. Wasn't quite ideal, but not bad. And on these map station rooms, there's no reason to actually get the map station, because it wouldn't help at all, but you just gotta visit it. Whoops, I didn't mean to... Alright. So far, this is actually a pretty decent pace, to be honest. I don't really know what my time is usually here, but this is probably a world record contender pace so far, but that will very likely change. Very possibly change, at least. Alright. And sometimes I do a Shine Spark here, depending on the health that I have, but I just don't have enough health right now to want to Shine Spark across these 2 rooms. This is an interesting room as far as like movement and everything. I have to concentrate a little bit though. Alright, cool. There's like that particular jump is pretty hard, to be honest. You have to kind of do like a wall jump that's delayed a little bit, and then do a down grab grab at the end to get up there without ice or without doing like a hero shot or like a shot. Oh, okay, right. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is not what you want to have happen. All right, just grab that real quick. I also do get lots of power bombs in the early parts of this run because power bombs are very, very tight in this. All right. Grab the save room. Kill this dude to get a little bit of health. Yeah, that was that was pretty bad getting eaten there twice. Alright. And yeah, I'm getting these power bombs as well. And then there's one more power bomb pack that I get later. Power bombs are so valuable in this. And actually, so I come here and I grab these tiles over here because I never escape Meridia that way. Meridia is actually a really interesting route-wise to see how all the map tiles are obtained, but we'll get to that. Power bomb that thing, and then I don't have to ever come back through here either, so I don't power bomb the doors on the way back, like you do in some categories. Normally I do that a little bit faster, but that was looking a little sketchy. So I took it safe! Oh gosh, that's not what you want to do. What happened there is I wasn't completely on the ground, and then I was hitting jump before I realized that what was going on, and then it sparked me straight up. So I get this save room right here, it's pretty fast to get it now. And I like this because I don't have to go all the way and get those missiles, I just gotta collect that tile. And I pretty much get most of the wreck ship while it's off. Just because I don't have any enemies to deal with. It's pretty nice and easy. And fast. Yeah, roof spark fast. And what I just did there is with a blue suit, if you're like in blue suit, like speed, then you can actually go through bombable blocks like that without having to wait and bomb them. Alright, so here's Fantoon. Gonna try to do X factors on him, which is when you have wave beam equipped and charge is like with power bomb selected, then you'll see like these 4 things come out and they all connect with Fantoon at the same time, so it does quite a bit of damage to him. And this should be a 2-round fight if everything goes well. Alright, cool, dead. And Fantoon is one of the kind of least, well, one of the less favorite bosses because just the random patterns can end up costing a lot of time, just completely RNG based. Alright, now we get out of there. Oh, I forgot to point out the tiles in, if anybody noticed in Kraid's room, there's tiles up top, like above Kraid, like above ground level, and I never actually had to go that high, but they just filled in by themselves after filling Kraid. I forgot to mention that when I was there. So this is kind of the same as 100% for a little bit. And it's pretty important to get a decent amount of supers as well if you don't want to waste time farming. Alright, that was a pretty good room. And the reason I shoot a missile there to open that blue door is because if you shoot wave beam from a crouched position, then you're going to get rid of the floor in front of you and you won't be able to run across. So the missile just goes above all that. Alright, and now I'm going straight to the attic. I don't go to the right until later. Whoops. And this... I've been having issues with this lately, so hopefully I get this strategy. Alright, cool. Perfect, alright. So that's a pretty cool strategy there, where you just kill pretty much all the dudes with blue suit and power bombs, and it saves health, which I actually refill at the ship anyway as part of the run. But you'll see, I'll show you why it's still important to save health even though you're refilling, and we'll talk about that when I actually start refilling at the ship here. All right, so this next room is a strategy. So that room right there, that big room, when I go back into it, there's a strategy that I developed to get those tiles fast, and it's pretty cool, assuming I can get it. If I don't get it, that would be bad, so let's see here. Alright, cool. So then, yeah, you just come up here and you get all those map tiles right across, you know, when you're in ball form. Oh, that's interesting, I missed that tile on there. Alright. But yeah, that's one of my favorite strategies. Uh-oh, I don't know if I got this shine spark off. Okay, cool. Wasn't sure if I got a charge or not. Now we just wait for this dude to bring us down. Why is he always gotta bring you down, man? Alright. But yeah, yeah, not much to say really. Just watch him work, grab your ball. And then coming up to the right here, you, normally in like 100% item run, you'd shine spark up to get the reserve tank, but in this category, all you need to do is just jump here, and then... Oh, no! I wanted to go under those missiles, because, you know, as you can see, it wastes all this time to get them, but... At least I got the blue suit off. Alright, gravity suit time. Alright, jumping through this door because I want to get this map tile up to the left. Yeah, want to get that, whoops, want to get that tile as I'm coming in here. And then we finish the rest of this room at a different time. Come back through here. I'm going to try to get a cool blue suit strategy right here, but it's really difficult. Oh! Yeah, jumped too early. That's, basically what happens is you can actually blue suit if you have, small enough speed and not have to bomb that down there and get those map tiles, but doesn't always happen that way, as you can see. And then up here, I come and grab these map tiles to the right. There's still a lot more work to do in this area, but we come back later. Okay, so now I'm refilling at the ship, and the reason for this is power bombs. Rather than getting more power bomb packs, I just refill here, and it's actually faster that way than getting a bunch of extra power bombs that I would need. And the reason why I wanted more health there is because it takes longer to refill the health than the ammo, so every health, like, every additional piece of health you have is less time that you have to wait at the ship for it to refill. And then now is when I get all these all these map tiles in criteria, or yeah. And again, all these items, you're just saying what's up and then piecing out, basically. Oops, I don't want to I had problems with this one. And here, this room's always kind of awkward, but at least there's kind of a cool damage boost like that you can do. You can do one on the way back as well, but certain rooms are just designed really strangely in terms of your movement, what it needs to be going through them. Alright. Going back through the climb to get this super missile area to the right. Whoops. This can be tricky here. There's a damage boost off those guys, and sometimes you can accidentally shine spark when you're trying to do that, because it involves specific button presses to make sure you don't actually activate your shine spark. And just come back through here. Oops. It's actually pretty hard to morph into that hole like that. It's not that bad, but... Oops. Alright. And it's cool to get that map tile. All I have to do is go down to that far. And then now we get all the map tiles down into the right that we missed before when we got the first missiles. Oh man. Alright. And cool. I like to do this blue suit, that way I can just smash through this enemy here. He didn't stand a chance. I barely got that shine spark off, right? And there's a lot of energy tanks that I skip as well now, because now I don't need quite as many. I pretty much get them at the time when they're most helpful, like when they're gonna refill my energy. Oops. But obviously, if you're just getting too many items, it's gonna slow you down. And I get enough so that I can also do the stand-up glitch at the end on Mother Brain. I'll show. Oops. Alright, here's a trick. Oh my gosh, that was not what you do. There's a pretty neat... Wow. There's a pretty neat blue suit thing, strategy you can do in that room, but I have very many issues with that lately, it seems. But you can basically use blue suit to kill both of those, the first two guys, and then get out of the room really fast. Oops. Okay, so you'll notice I'm still missing a bunch of the map tiles here. That's fine. I'm coming back again. Right now I'm headed to Green Brinstar actually, and I'll go down that shaft as well later. I'll try. There's a trick, cool blue suit here. Oh, it's really hard though. You can actually blue suit to get through both of these bomb blocks as well, and it's pretty cool, but extremely difficult. Oops. Okay. Go and look at the save room. And down here, in this room that I'm entering right now, there's actually a hidden tile that I'll get on the way back. So you'll see me get it in the lower right, like after I damage boost. It's very fast that you see it, but see right there, I got it. And that's the only tile that's like that with a regular map space that I'm aware of. And it's just kind of a part of map completion, even though it's not. That's like the only one that doesn't fill in pink. Alright, this energy tank I do collect since it's so on my way. And then get the supers. See, with if I did 100% map and items, then you'd have to sit through so many more of those item fanfares. It would be painful. Cool. Good room. Just gotta grab that tile real quick. Before I started refilling at the ship, I would get those power bombs, and then that's when I started calculating how long it would take to just refill at the ship versus skipping some power bomb packs. And that's when I realized it was faster to refill at the ship. Alright. This is definitely an area that probably most people know about. It's where they first learned shine sparking. A lot of people sometimes get stuck. Alright, so now we go up here. Grab these map tiles, do some damage boosts. Check out the save room. Full save room, nice decor. Alright, now Spore Spawn. For whatever reason, this is one of the hardest bosses for me to actually get the fast, ideal strategy on, I guess. Well, but we'll see. Ideally, this will be a 2-round fight. We'll see if that happens. It's also a nice kind of refill area, because you get to shoot all those spores. Okay, that's good. Got 2 supers in, so we're on track for a 2-round. Alright, cool. Oops. That was exactly how you want Spore Spawn to go. I did not mean to morph all there. And then these are the last supers that I get. So now we're gonna just finish up the rest of this Pink Brinstar area. As far as exploring the map here, I might not have played that high enough. I didn't. That's unfortunate. Whoops. I meant to open that door with the other power bomb that I laid. Yeah, Spore Spawn is in the game. Yeah, that's actually okay. So now I'm almost, oops. Holy crap, dude. Alright. Oh my gosh. I apologize for that poor movement. Alright, this power bomb set I still get. Because just, as you can see, I'm just using them all over the place, and I still have many more to use. Oh. There's actually... Oh, shoot. There were actually some power bombs I meant to farm earlier. We'll figure out a way around it. Normally I have more power bombs here, actually. And I don't get that energy tank. Just say what's up to the map tile. I apologize, Hitaka, for your concern. Okay, so now we finally finished the rest of this. Getting the rest of the rest of the tiles in this room. And then damage boost. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, coming up here is a cool trick called the Blockbuster. Let's see if I can get it here. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, you just, you know, bam, go right through those with blue suit. It's fairly difficult, and it's always fun to pull off, though. Saves a good bit of time. Okay, so this room was interesting to route as well. I found it's better to get the lower map tiles on the way back instead of on the way. And you'll see the strategy I use coming back through. Whoops. And I definitely do not get X-ray. Visit. So come down here, do this damage boost. Basically, just kind of a lot of damage boosts. Whoops. You can actually do another one off that guy, but the tricky thing is the cooldown time for your invincibility frames. Lasts a little bit too long sometimes, so you can't quite get that damage boost off unless you do a little bit slower movement. Alright. Now we're gonna head to Meridia, and that is a very interesting routing situation. Fuzda actually came up with a pretty good way to save a lot of time with a route change on this, and he's just an awesome person. He'll be running next. So definitely stick around for that. Anyway, so this first big room took me a little while to figure out, you know, a good way to get all these properly, but you can actually kind of just see how I'm like barely getting some of the map tiles, and they're just like barely coming into my view, which is exactly how you want it. And you see there's one map tile missing, but I'm gonna get that in just a second here, because you can't actually get it in that room. So that'll fill in when I go in this hole right here. Alright. Alright, so I can grab those tiles down there. Like that. And this door, and this E-tank is perfect timing, really, because you're usually semi-low on health at this point, and you need a lot of health after this, too, for many reasons. So the energy tank comes at a really good time. I like that shine spark there. Oh my gosh, I got that straight. That jump that I just did is actually extremely difficult. I never get that jump. And this room was pretty cool to route. To figure it, I ended up doing something similar to the old the new any percent route strategy in here to get the map tiles. And then see, here's the Meridia exit. Whoops, I didn't mean to fall down. There's the Meridia exit for the gate that we got the tiles for earlier in Red Prince Star, if anybody remembers. Whoops. Okay, that wasn't exactly how I meant to do that, but fine. And this room's actually one of my favorites in terms of routing and everything, because you do a cool, like that bounce ball right there off. Oh shoot! Normally you come up here and then you mock ball like that, and do that damage boost. It's a pretty cool room. I just made one mistake, but and I just there's so many cool movement tricks in this category that you never get to see in anything else. I love it, guys. I love it. Oops. And I just say what's up to those supers and missiles. I don't need them though. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh shoot. Not too much to say here. Just get the save room while I'm here. And coming up will be Batoon. And you can also X Factor him like I did on Phantoon to make the fight pretty fast. Whoops, sorry, I forgot what I was doing for a second. Cool. And then he's dead. Okay, my super missile count is not what I want it to be. But we'll see. Alright, there's a cool spark here called the over-under spark that I'm gonna try to pull off. Oh, I was too slow. That I just didn't jump high enough. You can actually skip going up here and shine spark down below and save a lot of time. It's very unfortunate that I missed it like that. This is a less cool shine spark, but it's cool anyway. Oh, shoot, shoot. And here, you pretty much all I care about are the lower tiles for now, but you end up getting the higher tiles anyway. But it's definitely faster to get these on the way in. I should not have used a super there. But we'll still be okay. Hopefully I can farm one off one of these guys, though. Ah, oh well. Get that map tile. Now I just have to kill this guy with 3 missiles instead of 1 super. Alright, so now Dragon. I do an X Factor on Dragon as well, and as well as Shine Sparking him. You actually can use Shine Sparks to kill Dragon, and I'll try to demonstrate hopefully a good fight here. Bad pattern. Okay, cool. I got blue suit off of Dragon at least. What I can do with this blue suit that I have here, as long as I don't hold run, I can keep it, and it will allow me a free Shine Spark, which I'll use very shortly. Ah, get up. Oh my gosh, get up. Nice little damage boost off there to make up for not being able to run. Alright, now I get to use the Shine Spark that I stored to get all the way across the room. Reversible heavy. Now there's still a lot left in Meridia that has not been explored, so we have to go do that now. Starting with these sands. Alright, cool. I'm gonna try to get a trick here. Cool. Yeah, you can just blue suit through there. It saves you a little bit of time. Don't worry, I know there's unexplored map tiles, but I will get them later in that room. Oops, alright. Nice little damage boost. There's a cool strat you can do in this room. Let's see if I can get it. Ah, no, not really. You can shine spark all the way across there though, and it looks pretty cool. This part, you pretty much just wait for this guy named Shack Tool to destroy the blocks. Although there's a thing, a little snail that you can shoot at the end that will destroy the very last blocks for you, and it makes it slightly faster. But yeah, pretty much here's fun, just waiting. Yeah, so you shoot that dude and then turn around, and it'll break those bottom ones for you real quick so you can get there slightly faster than otherwise. And yes, you do get Spring Ball in this category. You don't have to, but why would you not? It actually ends up being faster with the Spring Ball strats that you can do to get Spring Ball. Assuming you can do them. What? Okay. Usually that door actually opens when you shoot it, but sometimes, you know, does what it wants. Probably just shot a little bit too early, I think. Alright, now see, as I'm going up this tube, you'll see I get all the map tiles in that big room in a vertical line, so it makes me not have to explore so much of the, one of the rooms. Whoops. You'll see a little bit more later, too. I'll try to point it out again. Now we go to get Plasma Ball, or Plasma... Plasma Beam. There's a pretty cool strategy in this room that Zost came up with most of it, and then Oats and Goats came up with a little different spin on it. But this Plasma Beam room is always fun. You gotta kill all the guys before the door can open. But just do it like that. Oops. Ugh. Sorry. My D-pad on my controller is a little bit not amazing, so sometimes I do weird things. So now we go down here. Down this sand pit. Gotta get all the sand pits. And all that everything else is. Oops. Try to actually get up there. Room is a little bit interesting routing. You can do that damage boost right there and just pretty much get a lot of map tiles without having to waste a lot of movement around the room. Oops. So now we get the other side here. And you have to go down here twice anyway, so I know there's like a tunnel connecting the two that you can go through. Oops. Alright, let's see if I can get... There's a cool spring ball strat here, but... Oh, yes, got it. Nice. I don't get those items, you just gotta get up there. Get those map tiles. Oops. Now this room's done. Oops, get down there. There's a... You can actually do 2 deboosts here. Let's see if... or 0. You can actually deboost, damage boost off the first little projectile thing, and then damage boost again off of the other one that he shoots. Unfortunately, I did not. Ah. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, health is important because of, you know, like, look what my health currently is based on all the strategies you do and shine sparks and things. It is important to keep a decent amount of reserve tanks if you want to run this category without farming. There's a little spring ball strat you can do here. Bam. Kind of fun. Now we get Ice Beam. There's a spring ball strat you can do on the way out here, but it's yeah, it's just so hard. But you can actually get up all the way up to the door and spring ball up there. So here's a part that you never see in any other run. There's no reason to go here normally. Oops, yeah. That wasn't exactly how I meant to do that room. Usually you can do it with less lag. Alright, now we get to collect all these tiles. And I just love how the route is quite efficient to get, you know, everything that you need and keep discovering new map tiles on the way to areas that you need to go anyway, like Ridley's, Ridley's Lair. Now I don't do the damage boost on this because I need to collect a map tile that's right up here. That one little map tile. That always scares me when I do that mock ball because I think I might actually go down the elevator. Alright. Now we can go down. And this room is very similar to 100%, except I just go to the right a little bit to collect these tiles, because I never come back in this room. Alright, there we go, perfect. And then I'm going to do a spring ball over here, and let this guy lower the acid. This is actually a room that you have to be really careful with if you're running 100% map, because it's really easy to forget the lower right tile out of these main 4 tiles here, based on like 100% strategies, but just make sure you get it and you're good. Oops, alright. I'm doing pretty well on ammo. I usually have a fewer supers right now, so that's really good. And I'm crouching and shooting this guy because if you have plasma beam and you crouch and shoot, you can actually hit him twice instead of just once with a regular shot. I just collect all that ammo because it's really can be pretty helpful. And I used to collect Ridley's energy tank, but I started doing this instead because it takes less time just to get this energy recharge than a full item fanfare. Now I don't collect Ridley's energy tank anymore. Perfect. Alright. Sometimes it's hard to hit that gate properly. I love that shine spark in that room. Now with screw attack, I can just barrel through enemies, no problem. Like that map tower real quick. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, that wasn't exactly how I meant to do that room. That room's kind of finicky because if you don't kill enough enemies, then the door won't open. But you don't need to kill everyone. I don't actually know 100% the rules on that gray door opening. Yeah, there was a super missile above the golden chorizo, for sure. I'm not collecting all the items though. Okay, this room was very tricky to come up with something to get all these tiles because this is a big room. So you'll notice, I don't know, the route through this room is pretty cool, I think. As far as just how many tiles you can get. That was pretty good. But yeah, that room I was losing a ton of time on before there was a good strategy for it. Whoops, okay, that's not what I meant to do. Alright. Big room that is big, that's right. Let's visit it. Oops, alright. Oops. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. If you kill those pirates properly, you can actually do a cool spring ball strat in the room coming up here. But you can't get all the strats. Ridley fight in this category is such a joke. It's just 20 shots, basically, and bam. Plus you have, like, infinite health at this point, so... Watch me die or something. It's actually not so great of a fight so far. Keep missing. Alright. Still gotta visit the room. Yeah. Metroid talking about a puzzle where I had to fight Ridley with no E-tanks and only Varia suit and, like, basically just charge beam and almost no ammo. That was a ridiculous challenge that someone put together. Someone very evil. Alright, so coming up here, gonna try to blue suit through... Oh, come on. Alright, I'm gonna try it one more time. Alright, there we go. Cool. Just because it's, swag. And it's fast. Just kind of the same thing, I suppose. Okay. Alright. Not too much to say about this, just do a little damage boost here. Get those tiles. And the reason I'm holding a charge here is because when you're holding a charge and you do a wall jump and you're still holding it, then you break out of spin. Which is helpful for doing ledge grabs and things like that. Which is just getting onto the ledge really fast. Alright. Get out of here. Getting close to done with Norfair now. Oops. And it's just so nice not to have to collect all those things, but just visit them. Needs that many missiles anyway. Oh, I've never frozen that guy like that before. Oops. Came up with a new strategy for this room here. I'll try to do it, but it's pretty difficult. Oh, okay, I got most of it, but you can actually damage boost out too. Pretty cool. I keep saying that things are pretty cool. Should probably stop saying that so much. Okay. Alright, now we're going back through here. And this is actually the first time we've gone this way. Now I get to finish off the map tiles and get out of here. Alright. Norfair is officially collected. All the map tiles. Yeah, synonyms ballin'. That is ballin'. A lot of these strategies literally are balling. Okay. So, now we finish off Meridia. There's just a few tiles here that we haven't gotten. And, a little spring ball strat here. Cool. You may have noticed that I didn't get this map tile from before, but now we come back and get it, and then waste a ton of time for no reason. Right. Now, reverse slinky is not a thing in this category. That's the only unfortunate, like, omission compared to 100% item collection. There's no reverse slinky. Alright. I'm just getting the rest of these real quick. We're really slow. Alright, in this next room here, I will try to do a pretty cool spring ball strategy. You mock ball here, beginning. Okay, I think I got, yeah, cool. And yeah, you can just bounce all the way across under there. I love that. Came up with that one myself. And I came up with that strategy with the damage boost. Love those. I love these rooms. The Forgotten Highway, this is called. Whoop. Alright. This next room I just came up with kind of a newer strategy as well for getting all these tiles fast. Oh shoot. Newer meaning I guess I haven't practiced it quite enough yet. But yeah. This room was interesting to route, but once I figured out there's just certain lines that you look for, you know, where you can get closest to the map tiles. This room is actually deceivingly hard to do. It looks kind of a lot easier probably, but... And it was hard to figure out like a good strategy to even get them all, because like I kept trying to go too fast, but if you're going any faster in that room, then you're gonna miss map tiles, space jumping. But if you do it properly, then it's very nice room. All right, cool. And the wreck ship is pretty much done. Ah. Okay, that's not exactly how that room's ideally gonna go, but, you know. Do what you do. Alright, now the wreck ship is collected. Oh, okay, that's... I really was hoping that wouldn't happen. That's alright. Doesn't really waste that much time, but, well, it's a decent amount of time. This last one... Oh! Alright, so now I get more of the landing site map tiles. My health is a little bit worrisome now. I should be okay. Let's see. Can't remember how much health I need, to be honest. But yeah, now we're getting more of those. There's still some more landing site tiles that we'll get later. Like, you don't get all of them until they escape. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, and what I just did was something called a wraparound shot. Yeah, I don't think I have enough health for this. And that allowed me to open the door. Yeah. So ideally I would have transported all the way through there, but I forgot to pay attention to my health as much as I should have. Anyway, this is the last energy tank that I get. Oops. And now I have enough to do stand-up glitch, which is good. Oh my gosh, stop being slow. You can quick drop through all those, but that wasn't the best demonstration. Alright, so now almost all the map is done. There's still landing site tiles to get, and then Turian. And I'm just messing around right now, trying to bomb jump. Not much to do waiting for this statue. Just gotta wait. Gotta wait. Alright. So now, when we go here, you'll see that the map is there, but it's all blue. So we have to make it pink. Gotta explore it. Let's... These Metroid rooms are pretty hard because it requires pretty fast item switching, and so far that's been good, but... Perfect. Ah. Oh, that's not good that I wasted all those supers. Crap. Let's see what happens in this room. Oh, thank you. Okay, that was really good RNG there. If I didn't have at least 8 supers, it would have slowed me down. If I didn't get at least 8 there from those guys. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt something called the Metroid skip. And this is very, very difficult, but you can actually skip getting eaten by this guy. And let's just see how this goes here. Okay, that is not how you skip the Metroid. So, if you get eaten, you can always face to the right, and then it at least saves some frames when you stand up. It doesn't force you to do the stand-up animation. But... or the, like... anyway, whatever. Okay. I practiced a pretty good strategy for that room, but I didn't practice it for failing the Metroid skip. Alright, you have to come in this room anyway, so at least it's not the biggest deal ever, but definitely still loses time. Can't get him in all the marathons, I guess. And then also up here is a trick called the Zebetite glitch, so, Zebetite skip. And you can actually do it with Screw Tech. You can do it this way. Cool. That's pretty difficult. I don't know how to even explain what I did there, to be honest, right now, but you can always watch one of my tutorials if you want to know how to do it. Alright, so now it's Mother Brain time. The authorized jokes are people talking about Metroid Other M because Adam has to authorize all this stuff, like, to be able to use, like, Ice Beam or something stupid like that. Like, oh, you can't use it because some dude said so. That's pretty much how that game goes. That's fun. Alright, anyway, this is 20 shots on Mother Brain, same as Ridley. And it's pretty extremely easy fight, to be honest, with Plasma Beam. Alright, now I'm gonna... I damaged myself a little bit so I can get ready for the stand-up glitch. So now I need to damage myself fast, down to 1 E-Tank, and then now I'll be able to damage Mother Brain while she's, while the Metroid is on me, rather, and normally you don't get to damage Mother Brain again until you get Hyper Beam, so it saves a decent amount of time on the third phase. You can actually make it so you don't have to hit Mother Brain at all, if you do this part well enough. But I have to wait until Mother Brain turns gray before I can actually, start doing damage. Alright, so now I'm doing actual damage here on the third phase. And this is much less worth doing if you don't have plasma or something like that. Come on, Metroid. Right. Sometimes it can not follow you and can cause problems, actually, if you're not too careful. If you jump too high as well, you can do bad things. Also, if I keep shooting too late, like when Hyper Beam actually transfers to me, then I can freeze the game, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stop. Just to be extra careful not to do that in a marathon. And Mother Brain is dead. We still have some map tiles to collect. Oops. Okay. So I go up here. It's actually slower to do a Shine Spark to the left here than just to run after that, so that's why I just run. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't know why I did. Maybe it will. Alright, cool. And if you kind of just go on this line here, you can collect all the tiles fairly easily. Alright, so Turian's done. We're almost out of here. Almost time to stop the timer, by the way, if anybody's here who's able to do that. Oh crap. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, let's gonna be time pretty soon, but I just gotta fill in these tiles. Can do another shine spark up here, and then the map, the landing site is done. And time.
Okay, I came back just in time for that one.
Nice.
1:23:14.
1:23:14. That is. Oh my gosh, that's only 11 seconds off world record then.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, not bad.
Congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, it was. I was happy with that run. Unfortunately, there's no way to like. The only way to verify that all the map was completed is to actually watch the run. There's no counter at the end, but you can be sure that I did get all the tiles.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, if you want to just let the ending play out, it's all good.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Get some Deer Force in chat.
Yeah, get some Deer Forces going on pretty soon. Line ready. Want a child of you? No, it wasn't PB. I was 11 seconds slower than my best time. Which is, yeah. 1:23:03 is the world record. Yeah, it's when I said the full map of the planet that exploded. At least we saw the whole thing before it exploded. You only get one chance for that, and we did it. And after this run, we get to watch Fooz to do some Hyper Metroid. I'm excited on that one.
Yeah, we're still pretty ahead of schedule, so we're probably gonna just chill in setup for a little while, just to not go too far ahead in case people want to catch runs later.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I bet Fooz could show off some weird glitch stuff.
Oh, that might be something we could do actually. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot better at. He knows more about those things.
Yeah, we'll sort out in a minute. Yeah, we'll sort something out. Like, if you're watching this at home, don't worry. Like, we can pretty much guarantee we won't be ahead of schedule for the most part. So if there's a run you want to catch or whatever, the times on the schedule will be accurate as an earliest point. So you shouldn't have to worry about turning up too late for your runs. SSRTA?
I could.
How long is it? Like,
it's
15?
like 7 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not very long at all.
Yeah, you can do that if you want. Go for it.
Yeah,
let the ending play out first, and then you can.
I'm not.
Just go for it.
Problem is, I'm not very good at it anymore. I haven't practiced that catcher in a while. Definitely gotta let the Deer Force though. All mini bosses. Oh man, that's a really nice Deer Force.
That is a lot of Deer Force.
Holy crap.
I think we need some more though. I don't think there's enough.
Yeah, we need at least twice as many, but you know. Oh, this is awesome. 36%.
Yeah, thanks for the run.
Oh yeah, because I got that extra missile pack. Yeah, no problem.
Sure. So yeah, if you want to just chill for a second, we might do SSRTA. We'll see what happens.
Okay, yeah, I'm down for whatever. Or maybe Fooz will on the race, and I don't know.
Yeah, we'll work something out in a sec. Just give me a minute.
Alright, cool.